Ladies and gentlemen, friends, dreamers, and professional procrastinators, today I want to talk about something that can literally change your life. Never quit, even when it's hard. Now let me tell you, when I say even when it's hard, I mean hard, hard. Not the type of hard like choosing between Netflix and sleep. That's luxury difficulty. I'm talking about life punching you in the face difficulty, where you feel like you've swallowed bad soup and your whole stomach is filing a complaint. The problem with most people is this. The moment things get uncomfortable, they quit, and they have beautiful, well-polished excuses. It wasn't meant to be. God is telling me to rest. The economy is bad. Mercury is in retrograde. No, sometimes it's not the economy. Sometimes Mercury is innocent. The problem is you quit too early. Let me educate you on why humans are so talented at quitting. It's simple. We want the reward without the struggle. Everyone loves the idea of success. The big house, the expensive car, the applause, the Instagram photos, but very few are willing to eat the bitter vegetables of pain, rejection, and humiliation that success requires. Think about it. People go to the gym in January. For 2 weeks, they're lifting weights, posting gym selfies, drinking green smoothies. By February, they're taking a break to recover. And by March, their only exercise is jumping to conclusions and running away from responsibilities. We quit because, one, we want instant results. Like cooking noodles in 3 minutes, we want life to serve success instantly. 2, we think struggle means failure, but struggle is part of the success recipe. 3, we compare our chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20, and then we cry. Let me tell you a universal truth. Life doesn't care about your comfort zone. If life were a person, it would be a strict gym coach, always shouting, 1 more rep when you're already dying. Hard times are not a punishment. They are training. Diamonds don't shine because they live in a spa. They shine because they've been under pressure for millions of years. The problem is, we live in a microwave generation. We want everything quick. But listen, if life cooked you quickly, you'd be half-baked. Some things take time. A tree doesn't grow in 1 day. Babies don't walk in 1 week. Even instant coffee takes a few seconds. People see my success today and think I've always been lucky. Please, I failed my university entrance exam twice. I was rejected from over 30 jobs. Even KFC rejected me. Yes, fried chicken said no to me. Do you know how embarrassing that is? But here's the funny part. If I had quit then, I would not be here today giving you this speech. I'd be at home, still explaining to my family why even chicken didn't want me. You see, the moment when I could have quit was the exact moment I needed to push harder. Most people miss this. The worst days are often the days right before your breakthrough. But because it feels so painful, they quit right before the miracle happens. Pain now, pride later. Let me give you the formula for success. Pain now, pride later. Quit now, regret forever. Pain is temporary. Regret is permanent. Imagine being 80 years old, sitting on your porch, telling your grandchildren, I once had a dream, but then it got a little difficult, so I stopped and watched TV instead. Do you know what they'll say? Grandpa, that's why we're still poor. When it's hard, keep going. Sweat now so you can smile later. Cry now so you can laugh louder later. Work when no one is watching so everyone can clap when you arrive. People think you can't laugh when life is tough. Wrong. In fact, laughter is your secret weapon. When life hits you with lemons, don't just make lemonade. Make lemon juice, open a lemonade stand, and sell it back to life. When my English was terrible, people laughed at me. Instead of crying, I laughed with them, and then I went home and practiced. Today, the same people ask me to speak at their events. See the plot twist? Humor makes pain lighter. If you can laugh at your struggle, it loses power over you. That's why I tell people, life is a comedy, but you have to survive the tragedy first. The 4 rules of never quitting. If you want to never quit, you need rules, not feelings. Feelings change every hour. Rules keep you in check. Rule number 1, remember why you started. When it gets hard, your why will keep you going. If you forget your reason, every obstacle will feel like a mountain. Rule number 2, stop expecting easy. If it were easy, everyone would do it. Success is hard because it's valuable. Rule number 3, learn while you struggle. Don't just suffer. Learn from the pain. Every failure has a lesson. If you miss it, you're just wasting pain. Rule number 4, measure progress, not perfection. Stop comparing yourself to people who started 10 years ago. Just ask yourself, am I better than I was yesterday? Quitting is seductive. It's like that soft pillow calling you back to bed when your alarm rings at 5 a.m. At that moment, the pillow feels like your best friend whispering, come on, just 5 more minutes. But here's the trick. Those 5 minutes turn into 30, and suddenly you're late for work. Quitting is exactly like that. It promises immediate comfort, but it quietly steals your future. The dangerous part is that quitting often feels good right now. You stop running when you're tired and your legs thank you. You drop that difficult project and the stress disappears for a while. But what you don't see is that while you're resting, other people are still moving forward. The clock doesn't stop. The world doesn't take a break just because you did. By the time you feel ready again, you've fallen behind, and catching up is twice as hard. It's like leaving a marathon halfway through because you're exhausted. You sit by the roadside sipping water, telling yourself you deserve a break. Meanwhile, hundreds of runners pass you one by one. You cheer them on, but deep inside you know, I could have been there. By the time you decide to start again, the race is over, and all you get is the memory of almost finishing. That's the painful truth about quitting. You don't just stop an action, you stop your momentum. And momentum is everything. Once you lose it, starting again feels like pushing a car uphill. That's why winners often aren't the strongest or smartest. They're simply the ones who refuse to stop when it was tempting to quit. Let me be brutally honest with you. Life does not always reward the smartest person in the room. It doesn't always crown the most talented. And it definitely doesn't guarantee victory to the luckiest. Many times, life quietly crowns the person who simply refused to leave the game. The one who kept showing up when others went home. The one who didn't stop, even when progress was slow, messy, and painful. When you refuse to quit, you automatically outlast most of your competition. People give up for all sorts of reasons. Fear, exhaustion, impatience, or because their cousin told them, maybe this isn't for you. But every time someone steps away, the field gets smaller, and you move closer to the finish line. Obstacles, you start seeing them differently. Instead of seeing a wall, you see a ladder you can climb. Instead of a dead end, you see a detour that still leads forward. Pain, it becomes fuel. Every rejection, every failure, every sleepless night becomes part of your motivation. So the next time you feel like quitting, don't give yourself a long speech. Just tell yourself one simple sentence. I will rest if I must, but I will not quit. Because quitting is permanent defeat. There is no maybe later in quitting. But if you keep going, even slowly, you give yourself the chance to win. Remember, a slow walk